everybody, and geez, man, there's so much information that was just revealed. In this video, we're going to be talking about artifacts because artifacts are completely, totally, and utterly different. So we will have the standard artifacts still available to us, and we can infuse them to get to max light level, which by the way is 385 and will increase to 400 when the hard mode raid is out. But there's also 8 brand new artifacts that are linked to an Iron Lord. The deceased Iron Lord, of course, because they're all pretty much dead, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry. But each of these artifacts are linked to a deceased Iron Lord. There's 8 of them currently in the game, and I'm going to explain the way that you get these artifacts and then talk about what is so special about these artifacts, because they are totally different to what the current artifacts that we have do and play a role in our lives. So to get these artifacts, we are going to be encountering a brand new character named Tira Karn, and she is going to basically take us through our journey of acquiring these new artifacts. She will send us into the Plague Lands to commit mighty deeds in memory of the Iron Lords, and then upon completing that task, you will gain an item called the Iron Lord's Legacy, which in turn can be used to acquire one of 3 artifacts that Tira has to offer in any given week. Over the course of 8 weeks or more of play, you should be able to acquire all of these 8 artifacts. So it looks like you're going to have a choice of 3 that you can choose which one you want during that week, and then of course over the time that you play, you will be able to get all of these 8 artifacts. Now, I'm going to show you guys what each of these artifacts does because they have a game-changing ability within them. Besides just having like discipline, strength, intellect, whatever, they also have a game-changing ability, which I will be showing you images of right here, and we will go through what each of these artifacts does. The first artifact is called Memory of Rad Gas, and it adds a new ability to sword-heavy weapons, letting you reflect energy-based projectiles, including everything from an ogre's blast to a crucible opponent's rocket. My question is, can this reflect a Nova Bomb? That's the first thing that I want to know right there. But basically, you have a sword, and instead of just using it to swippy swipe people, you can reflect bullets, grenades, rockets, ogre's blast, so maybe a Nova Bomb, who knows? So that's pretty interesting. The next one is Memory of Perun. I think I said that right. I hope I said that right. And what this does is that any enemy guardians with full supers are highlighted yellow, and all enemies with low health are highlighted red. So when you're running around the crucible, you don't have to actually just aim at people and see if they have their super. If someone has their super, they're going to be highlighted around all of them, I assume, in yellow, and also if they're low health, they are red, so you can prioritize your targets a little bit better. The next one is called Memory of Yoader, and what this artifact does is it's going to give the ability to completely eliminate sprint cooldown, allowing your guardian to ceaselessly charge ahead. This is going to be crazy with Striker Titans. With Striker Titans not having a sprint cooldown, they can just sprint non-stop and build up that shoulder charge. So be very aware of Striker Titans using Memory of Yoader. And I think in general, not having a sprint cooldown will actually just be super helpful in the Crucible in general, because we've all had those situations where we're trying to run and it just doesn't work. Next, we have Memory of Sylmar, and what this artifact does is it reduces damage over time effects. Now, it does say in this article, under Memory of Sylmar, that it should be a welcome deterrence, especially since the infamous Thorn hand cannon is returning in year 3. So we just had a confirmation that Thorn is coming back, and there is, I guess, an artifact to make Thorn not that great. Maybe Thorn's gonna be super great, and unless you have the artifact, you're gonna just hate it. I don't know. But we have an artifact called Memory of Sylmar to reduce damage over time effects because Thorn is coming back. So it's gonna be really good against Incendiary Grenades Burn, Warlock Burns, and of course, Thorn, which I will say again, is coming back. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll have to see how Thorn actually is, but at least we have an artifact to make it not as good. Yay, yay, woo! Next, we have Memory of Fellwinter, and what this does is it makes you lose your super, so you will never have a super, but you gain an extra grenade and an extra melee charge, also a boost to all of your stats, and orbs that you pick up from other people using their supers will recharge your grenade and melee abilities. Now, this is actually one that I would think about using if I was playing a Night Stalker, for example, because I do like the super to shut down people, but constantly having a grenade and a melee and also boosting your stats sounds pretty awesome because it's not a deadly super. So if I could make myself more deadly by having smoke more often, my grenade more often, and improve stats, we don't know exactly what those stats are, but any kind of improved stats is great. That sounds pretty good to me, so I would definitely be trying that out on my Night Stalker. Next, we have Memory of Gelion, where you will have a detailed radar at all times. So if you're someone who has used Keen Scout on a Night Stalker, that's what a detailed radar is. That's what it's always been. That's what guns do when you kill people and you get a detailed radar. That's what it does. You basically have a thinner cone to where you can see bad guys. You can also see where special ammo boxes are. And of course, you can see where planetary materials are, as well as chests for PvE. We're not just talking about PvP here. We all talking about PvE too. And also you will get your radar permanently when aiming down sights with primary weapons. So that's a pretty cool one. I actually really like that. I like having the detailed radar. I always loved that with Keen Scout, but I just love Shade Step so much. And it's always helpful to have your radar permanently because you don't have to worry about someone sneaking up on you. You constantly will be able to see. So that's pretty cool. I'll definitely try that one out too. Next, we have Memory of Skory that will speed up super recharge for all nearby allies. So this could be something really cool if you're like a Defender Titan or something and you're using your bubble and everyone in your bubble can kind of get their supers faster. So this is just a super supportive artifact. I think on Sunsingers or Defender Titans will probably be able to use this the best, and mostly in PvE. PvP, it could be kind of a pain in the butt with people using Transcendence on a Stormcaller and also having this. Oh god, don't do that. No, that'll be really bad. Don't do that. Forget I said it. Nothing happened. Moving on. Memory of Timur. What this one does is actually really cool. It's for PvE, but it's just a really awesome thing. You can basically turn enemy creatures to fight at your side. You can melee them, and it will turn them into your ally for 30 seconds. So it says 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure that's what they mean. Another melee a few seconds later puts them back in their right mind, or the effect expires after 30 seconds. Yeah, so you can melee them to make them go bad again, or you can just wait 30 seconds to have them fight for you. So can I get like an ogre? Dude, I want an ogre. I want a pet ogre. That sounds really fun. So now my PvE is literally going to be just me trying to melee things and build up an army of bad guys who are my friends. So you don't want to PvE with me because it's going to be really annoying. So that is a look at the artifacts, guys. That's pretty insane. Some of those could be a little questionable for PvP. We're gonna have to see how it goes in terms of balance, but I can definitely see people using them to be kind of a menace in PvP. So we'll see just how effective they are in terms of charging supers or reducing damage over time and the sprint cooldown being removed. We'll have to see exactly how it ends up turning out, but these seem pretty crazy. All of them. All of them seem to have fairly good stats on them. And man, we're gonna have to see how it turns out. But let me know in the comments section, what do you think of these new artifacts? Do you think they sound OP? Do you think it's cool that they're doing this? I personally think that it's great that they are making artifacts actually be an artifact. You know, it's like special, it's a thing from an Iron Lord, and it has an effect because it's an Iron Lord's memory. I like that. I really do like that. I just question if some of the effects could be a little overpowered. So let me know what you think in the comment section, guys, and I'll speak to you awesome people later. Bye.